Hello everybody and welcome back to No Proficiencies. In the previous episode, episode 0, the party was in two groups and found themselves delving into the strange underground temple. This temple was filled with constructs and puzzles. Both parties now find themselves on strange platforms that seem to descend. Definitely not elevators. And we pick up to find out where these not elevators go. There will also be a mid-roll again in this episode, but because I have nothing else to put it there, there'll be a reminder of like, check the description for music, but I can't say too much because otherwise there'll be no point in me having it.
Each of your groups, you are on these lifts still, and you feel them going down. It's going at a pretty fast pace, like from the where you can feel your weight applying on the platform, and you go down pretty deep. Like it keeps going, and then after about 40 seconds of transport, it starts to slow, and you sort of feel like a rattling from the chains, and then the platform slowly creaks down and then stops. In front of you is an entrance. Everybody, no matter which group you're with, this entrance is fairly large. It's like, you know, just above normal human size. It's same dimensions either side. And it opens out into this very large room. This room is enormous. It's the biggest room you've seen in this entire place. And it is in the shape of a hexagon overall. The roof of it is sort of like a dome shape almost. It's made up of lots of triangular faces, all tessellating evenly until it meets at the top. On one side of the room, on the western side, so for Sam and Connor, this would be on your left. For the other two, it will be on your right. You're both on opposite faces, opposite sides of this hexagon. On that side, there is a large ring, very large, like not great with measurements, but 6 or 8 meters tall. It's pretty large, and it's made of the same ornate bronze material, looping around. And it has lots of these pipes and such connected to it, which lead down. And then there's 2 large ones which lead down through the center, splitting the hexagon in half. And then right in the center of the hexagon is this large, another hexagonal platform. This is raised. This is a slightly darker metal. On this platform is an incredibly large construct. This is larger than the ones you fought, but it looks very similar. The platform is about 15 foot each side of the hexagon. And this construct only comes up from the torso upwards. However, main thing you notice is that it's just slouched over completely, not standing upright. Sam and Connor, on your side, you can see that it's just missing an arm completely on one part. It appears very beaten.
We see the other group.
No. The construct is massive, and it's like right in front of you, blocking your view of the other side of that wall so much.
Oh, so wait, we're on one side and they're on the other.
Does the construct look like it's about to move?
No, most completely still.
Alright, did you say there weren't any other entrances here, like to the left or right?
No. You can see where you are in this room, from this platform where you've entered, and you can't see the other face completely because this is like this large thing is blocking your view. You see the ring. If you want to look for anything else, you can roll a perception check. If you would like, up to you.
I'll do a cheeky perception.
I'll have everyone roll a perception check. Both of you can if you want.
Sure.
19.
Okay.
10.
9.
Right. Sasha, you spot on the eastern side, so your left, other groups right. Opposite on the opposite wall to this ring, very far across. There's a lot of distance. This room is. Do you want me to give you actually better measurements? Yeah. I'll just say Mahusa for now. It's big.
Mahusa.
And you see, sort of in the wall, extruding out. It's fairly small compared to like how big the scale of everything else is. There's a small box, which is just looks sealed. It's like a rectangular sort of shaped thing. Lots of details on it. It might be a coffin. You don't know. It's just a box.
I'm gonna go up to the box. I'll go like at faster than a walking pace, striding.
At the same time, I would imagine I'd like to walk around to the front of this thing and see what it looks like from the front. This construct.
Okay.
I'll probably stay relatively where I am, nervously kind of backing up against the wall.
Wait, is this room all lit up or is it still dark? Is it like dim lit or?
There is a very dim light emanating from the ring, like near the base of it, like an orangey sort of glow. It doesn't seem to be coming from like one source. It's like more of the, it's just like an luminous magic.
Me and Sasha both holding torches, aren't we?
Yes, you are, and same
I've got
with,
dark vision.
So do I.
so anyone with dark vision, you can see, like you can barely catch this side of the room. Like it's really dark. I'll just say that for now. It's dark.
Yeah.
I want to inspect the construct.
Okay, right. So Sam and Luke can do that. And then Sasha wants to head over to the box.
Yes.
I want to have a look at the
Big wide
walls.
strides towards the box.
Can I attempt to drag Ethan with me because he has a torch?
If he does
I'm
that,
gonna
I
look
will
at the
start following
construct.
him.
Nothing there. Black.
Okay. Yeah.
You could just ask me to follow you, right?
You each get closer to this, and you get to the point where you can like sort of sense each other's presence. Like you hear slight footsteps as you're going around this thing, and then eventually, as Sam, your character's like near the front of it, trying to get a good glimpse of its face. Luke and Ethan, your characters, go around the same side, and then you both be eye to eye. You see each other.
Who goes there?
Why, hello, who are you?
I asked you first.
That's a very good point. And as I look up to my massively tall friend, we don't need to instantly do that every time. We'll run out of ability to do so. I'm a Grey Oswald. And shall I describe myself?
Sure, go ahead.
You see a pretty short, only around 5'7", young male with subtle elven features, besides the clearly pointy elven ears, giving you the impression that he's a half-elf. His eyes are a dull shade of grey, and he wears like a darker cloak/robe with darker commoner clothes underneath. He's got messy short brown hair, and his face has the occasional scratch or scar on it.
Okay. I guess I'll introduce what I look like. Before you see a 6'8" tall knight in silver and blue armor. It's a kind of cyan blue, but it's chainmail kind of drapes along the shoulders and around the waist and on the chest, with like a cyan blue cloth that's draped over it as well, like kind of quite loosely. A helmet with vertical slats in it, with a central vertical slat in the middle, quite organically shaped, not very like square. A great sword, which I'm now wielding, and a shield on my back. You can't really tell what I am, but yeah.
Thank you.
And
Mr. Androgynous.
I'm pretty
Luke.
quite
Luke,
like
do you
wanna-
Yeah, do you want to describe yourself to Sam?
Stood before you is a strong, muscular male, standing at the height of 7'10". I have kind of lightish blue skin with elveny pointy ears. I wear kind of like raggedy robes that have kind of brown and look like they've been adapted for travel. And you take particular notice of my left arm, which is entirely made out of wood, but it doesn't look to be a prosthetic. It looks to be like a living wooden hand.
I see.
Cripple.
I can just actually
Instantly go straight to that.
what the arm.
You
No,
get the
Connor just
disability,
instantly
yeah.
says cripple.
And you, sir, who are you? I'm like looking at Luke now.
I just ignore him. I'm not saying anything.
Quiet, my
what-
heart.
What's your name? May I ask?
I am Yun of the Blades of Cypria. I have come looking for an artifact with my client. If you'll excuse us, we have business to attend to.
Did you say client?
Yes?
You're a knight
Yes, we defend people.
for money, because it's your client.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'm being paid for this, although I do get paid. I have to survive somehow.
No.
This charming person here is Omeric.
Don't introduce me.
You haven't introduced yourself to anyone but me, and that's because long story.
I don't want to know anybody. Do not
Well,
introduce them. for
Maybe
me.
the reason you live in a hut by yourselves in the wood is because you don't speak to anyone.
Yeah, surely that's for a reason. Now
The only
shut
reason
your
you speak to me is because I forced myself into a journey with you.
Shush. Do not speak for me.
I get the impression your friend here doesn't want to be here. Who dragged you out? Yes, you.
I dragged him out.
Uh-huh. So, what are you fellas doing here then? Of all places.
Can I start to walk up to when I hear people talking?
Yeah, you can start heading. I just want to.
I'm going to start heading over. Just
Uh,
Character is
motion.
like the personality of a dead cactus.
So you approach this box. It's like sort of up to your like shoulder height. It's
Big box.
pretty big. It's quite
Amazon
wide.
box.
What do you do?
Does it have like a obvious place where the lid is, or is it like completely smooth like an altar?
If you look over it on the top, you can see like a small crevice running around all the edge.
Whole edge. I'm
But
gonna
it doesn't
stick my
appear-
fingers under it and try lift as hard as I can.
Sure. Roll dexterity to see if you can get a
Okay. 15.
Okay. You get your fingers slightly under it, and you feel like maybe it give way a little bit, but then like you can't maintain it for long because the slit's just very small, and your fingers slip out. Connor, you wanted to walk up to the rest of the
Yeah.
group.
Oh, what is this commotion?
No, don't go for so long. I don't
June,
know
what is going on here?
I don't know
Why
who these
would be
people are.
French?
Who
And I don't know what their
Are you
intentions
going to be
are.
racist now?
who is this? Can I ask? Oh, there's also another person with us, but he walked over somewhere over there.
Que moi? Moi? Tu parles to moi?
I believe so.
Yes.
Oui. Je m'appelle Olog.
Oh,
Okay.
how do you spell that, my friend?
Olloj. Go.
Upgraded from violently to offensively French.
Connor, do you want to describe your character to everyone?
Yeah, okay, and okay, so
And sure
before
listen.
you see standing at, I think it is 3'4". So
Yes.
Oh my god.
at half Sam's height. So Sam's here, I'm literally half. you see a rock gnome with like brown skin, like these like bright green eyes, and with like dark grey hair, and he's got like a like a Doctor Strange kind of beard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Goatee.
He's got like one of those, and he's got his quarter stuff on his back, He's got these grey robes with like a yellow kind of stitching on them, and with like a yellow undershirt on them. Yeah, that's Olog. So, who is these peoples?
I don't know.
Why
Why are
are
you here?
What is your purpose?
I'm following this one. He promised to do something for me if I followed him.
We don't
Thanks.
need to tell you why we're here.
Uh-huh.
You know,
What
it
is-
would be, you know, for
Comment
once,
tu te-
for once you
comment
could
tu
try
te-
and be polite. Sorry, I interrupted you there, friend. What were you saying?
Comment tu t'appelles? Him.
What language is this man speaking? I can't understand.
I have no idea.
I come from the region is called Goldeke, and basically it is a bit of called Frelish. So it's a combination of French and English. So it's known as so it's called Frelish.
What is French?
This man,
This
this
is odd language. I kind of petit peu de this, petit peu de langue de that. You know.
I have no idea what this man is saying.
Neither do I.
C'est pas un problème, d'accord.
Can I
Um,
try and figure out what the construct is by, I don't know, like an Arcana check or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Roll Arcana.
Luke walks away from the conversation.
Yeah.
Is it explaining your language? Luke just turns around, starts looking at something else.
Nat 1.
Isn't that your third nat one this evening?
Yep. I've
Um,
rolled bad every game.
Oh, what can I give you? It's like it looks cool.
It's pretty.
In terms of what it looks like, it's got a lot of sort of, sharp edges. It has its head sort of like it sort of looks like a normal just like knight's helmet almost. But you can tell by like its neck the way that it's connected. It's not got like a full neck. It's more of a I'm not sure really how to describe the connection. Like a few metal pieces coming out. There's like empty space between them.
The inside of Nick Valentine.
Yes, it's a giant Nick Valentine.
Literally.
Pumped over.
Yeah. So wait, are you all
Perhaps
up?
you'd be a bit more reasonable. So you tell me this man, he brought you over here and hasn't told you why?
Oh, it's a long. Well, yeah, fairly long story.
I will do.
Basically, he has this book that he's very obsessed with. I have no idea what it's about. I can't read the thing. It doesn't look like he can read the thing. But basically, it's something to do with this whole place it talks about. And then he would do something for me if I came with him here, pretty much. And we
didn't
ran
give
into
you
the
reason
fellow
why.
that's over there, who, you know, he seems pretty nice.
It cuts to me just desperately trying to lift the box open. Both
They
legs
are a
braced
bunch of
across.
muppets.
And you have no idea why he has brought you here.
I have absolutely no idea what's
I'm
going
right
on.
here, you know.
Yes, but you're not willing to talk.
I'll tell you what. I
None
pull
of
out
you
the
two.
book.
Someone
I'm
come
gonna pull out
help.
the book.
This
My
is a
sack.
very heavy box. I think there's something inside.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll run off. Carry on.
Well, I'm gonna take out the book from my satchel, and I'm gonna show it to Jun, and say, "Read this. Read this now."
It's pronounced Yun, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. What do you see?
So on the cover of the book, in a silvery font, you see some words in a dialect you have never. Actually, you have seen this before, but you do not understand it. You have seen this rather recently, actually, a dialect that looked fairly similar.
Recognize this Olog?
Oh, let me have a voir. A look passé.
I'm presuming it's the one we saw earlier.
Yeah, you get the same that Yun did.
It's the
Wait.
same, it's got the same language.
Yes, we saw this earlier, but I found it a little bit boring. You know, it didn't really do much in terms of magic, which is why I'm here actually. So
You saw it earlier.
This text, this script, yeah, we saw a similar
the
script.
scripture. Yes, there's
Where did you see it?
it was back there. There's a
Well,
whole
yeah,
lot of
it's
them. A
back
lot of
way.
these tablets.
Hmm.
You're really missing out, mate. You need to go have a look.
Yeah, they were quite something indeed.
Well, I am surprised that
Yeah,
he
there's-
was useful to me.
There's an abundance of them actually. It's kind of
Well, since you're somewhat useful, my name is Omeric.
Omeric, like that. What is the name of? Is that like that spice?
Turmeric.
Turmeric. Turmeric, like Omeric. Yes, I'll call you turmeric.
I ignore him and just like leave. I'm going in the direction there they came from.
At this point, you'll start to notice something. You didn't feel it before because it was ever so slight, but you feel like gradually by your feet this rumbling, like a vibration through the ground, and it gets more violent, and it starts to get to a point where you hear things below you. You hear a giant mechanism going like.
Cuts out.
And then
Wow.
you cut out. That's terrible. You get the gist.
Grinding
it's a
of
lot
metal.
screeching and grinding, and
Do
yeah.
I have time to do anything, or
I mean, you could. What do you want to do?
I was gonna pick up Olog and move him to safety.
It's up to you. From how you
I'm
do
gonna
that.
redouble
Yeah,
and try
no,
to open
I'll
this
be-
box
I'll
as
be allowed
quickly
to.
as possible
Yeah.
during this.
And by safety, I mean back towards the lift, kind of like away from where I was standing.
Au revoir.
Okay. And then
Why
slowly.
don't you like pick him up and run off with him? I'm like gonna sort of just like step backwards to like.
Oh no! Do you not want to
Like a
sling me
skills
over your shoulder? Just run off. I'll be small
I mean, it'd be
enough.
rather uncomfortable, but
He's a rock gnome, he'll be
Uh,
fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Exactly.
And then slowly with this mechanism, you start to hear a loud clock, like dong, dong, every like few seconds, like a fairly even, repetitive noise. And then the figure in the middle, you think you see its finger move, just a little. You think you see it twitch, and then its arm slowly starts to drag. This is the arm that's not been kaput. And it makes a horrible scratching noise as it drags across the floor, and then it starts to pick itself up, and its stature is massive, the same size as the ring. It is like a good few meters tall. And I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Ah!
Is the box open yet?
No.
You're not allowed to find out what's in the box.
Guess what? I just rolled another nat one.
Ooh,
Oh,
dirty
Someone's having
20.
a good day.
Turmeric's in pain. Yeah, I got 7.
Violent Frenchman.
Luke.
That's the fourth nat one you rolled. You rolled 2 nat ones when you had advantage on a saving throw.
Brilliant.
As the rumbling starts, I shout over to Sasha. Careful that the box doesn't fall on you.
You just hear an
It
ow.
only goes up to here. Is no issue. And I continue trying to lift the box. Hey,
Oh, he's
no heat
Russian.
the thing behind me.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I'm just off a geographical.
Oh, Connor,
roll.
what did you get? Oh no. Yeah,
I got
Connor, what did
7.
you get? You got 7.
Yeah, isn't it, mate?
And that would place you. Right. Okay. This figure now stands before you as much as it can stand, considering it's only the upper half of a from the waist up of a humanoid. Gray, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm first. Okay.
You are right up next to this thing, and it is towering right over you.
I'm going to start backing up slightly. How long are its arms?
Pretty long. I get my meter stick actually, just to double check. You can see I've got.
He's built a real life model.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got it in his basement.
Basically, I want to know if I think it has reach or not. If I walk away, will it hit me?
Yeah, you think it's got about 12 foot of reach.
Okay, I will back up 12 feet, so I'm not out of its melee range. If that's how I reckon that. And I shall... so you'll... I'll kind of, with a panic look to my eyes, hands kind of shaking, I'll raise my arms up. And you'll see... people, a couple of people here are used to this happening, but you see the colour of my eyes change to this like dull kind of reddish colour, and you see the veins in my arms change to the same colour, and then a flame appears in my hand and fires outwards, and I shall just fire a firebolt at it.
Nice.
So that's a 22 to hit because I rolled high.
Does hit.
Makes a change in what was rolling before.
Really?
4 fire damage. As I go, it's moving, and that's my turn.
Let's move.
Yeah, you hit it, and it sort of flinches just a bit, but you can't tell if it's part of its like erratic movements as it's like picking itself up, or from the impact of the blast.
Yeah,
Right,
more than
is that
8
your
points.
turn?
Yeah, that's
your
it.
turn?
Yeah.
Right. Yun, your turn.
How far am I from this thing?
You are. Let me check the map quick. You took Orlok all the way back to the elevator, right?
Yeah, like as far as I could, pretty much. I'm listening to Slave Nightingale right now.
You're about 60 foot away.
Oh, okay, so I'm pretty far.
Yeah, this room's big.
I'm actually too far to even get in melee range. I'm gonna head 30 feet straight towards it.
Okay. Yep, you do that. Anything else?
I don't know how much I can do. Wait, if I go 60 feet, it's got 12 feet of range, right? Is it?
You think?
I think, okay. I'll go an extra 15 feet with a dash action.
Okay.
Just to get closer.
Yep. So you've moved 45 feet, so you're just on the edge of it, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. You within it, or are you out of it?
The range,
Yes.
out of it.
Okay. Right. That's your turn then. Okay. Sasha. Sasha, have you said your character's name yet?
No, I wasn't involved.
He
in the
walked over right to
conversation.
the box.
Don't worry, I'll refer to you as Sasha's character still, don't worry. Sasha's character's turn.
I'm going to turn around and look up at the big thing behind me. How far away is it?
You're by the box, right?
Yeah.
So about 55 foot.
Well. Right. And then I'm gonna turn back around and try to open the box again.
Sure. Roll dexterity again.
Fuck. Fine.
Yeah, you can't. This time you just can't even get your fingers down the gap.
Why was I cursed with these meaty fingers?
Is that? Oh, sorry. Do you not have a bonus action?
Nothing I can do here, no.
Okay. Right. Next in the order, Connor.
Right.
Connor's turn.
Okay, so I'm currently being carried away.
No.
You've been placed down, So you're 60 foot away, back at the lift that you came down from.
Okay, so how far away is this bad boy from me?
60 foot.
60 foot. Oh. Okay, is it... Oh, what can I do? Wait, sorry, it's because I'm now a spellcaster. I need to think about what I need to do.
It's not just run up, rage, hit.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what? Okay, wait. Okay, sends. Where is it? Roll to choose. Okay, cool. All right. What I want to try and do is I want to try and cast at level 1 the sleep enchantment.
Okay, how's that work?
Okay, which is that. Okay, so this spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point I choose within range, which is 90 feet. Affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage. It falls unconscious until the spell ends, or the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next those hit points.
Just gonna doubly reinforce. You know that it starts with the creature with the lowest hit points, right?
With the yeah, but I mean, if I, that would probably get sashed, wouldn't it? No,
These were ours, huh?
Yeah, Nasasha's far away, but
okay. Okay.
Me and Sam.
Ethan, Luke.
I don't know. Sorry, trying to judge thingy. It's whether I want to. Sorry.
No worries.
Actually, no. Can I cast Ice Knife instead?
Okay.
First of all. So basically, it's just normal to hit, 60-foot range, and I just create a shard device and fling it at one creature within range.
Wait, is it 60-foot range?
60-foot range, yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can just barely do that. Roll 2 hits.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
No worries.
First time using something that's not a barbarian, isn't that 20?
Yeah, that is.
And yet you still have the barbarian rolls.
I still got those barbarian rolls, baby, and it's 2d10.
Is it 2d10 by default?
Oh no, this is crit damage.
Okay, good.
Oh, do you want to know what I got? I got a 5.
Oh wow! 5. Oh shoot.
Okay, so that makes 5 piercing damage, and then the shard explodes on impact, and then so it's got to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What's the save on that? Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
It got a 13 on the dex saving throw.
So that matches mine. Does that mean it passes it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, so or take 2d6 cold damage. So nothing happens to it.
Is there
doesn't say that it takes. Doesn't say if it takes half if it fails. So
okay.
I guess it doesn't do anything.
Level 1. Mate,
that's a crit, and that did 5 damage.
Okay.
Okay, right. Yeah. After that, I want to actually try and move closer to it.
Sure.
But yeah, that's great.
How much movement do you have to move closer?
25.
Okay. Yes, you're 25 foot closer.
Yeah. Cool. This is gonna go so well, guys. I want to go back to barbarian.
Aww.
I'm scared.
Looking at my hit points.
Okay.
My hit points when they're not in triple digits on the first level.
Horrid.
Horrid.
Right, so this thing reaches up with one of its hands, and Gray, it like lunges at you. So it just like slumps its torso over and slams its hand down on top of you. It gets.
What did it get?
3.
7.
A 7. Yeah. Almost made me use shield, but it misses.
It like slams the ground right next to you, and you're like in between the space of its like thumb and finger there.
I look absolutely terrified.
Whoa! It then gets its hand, moves it up so that it's on its side, and then attempts to just like swipe you like that.
Dark Souls boss.
It gets a 9.
9. Oh, getting closer.
You are very lucky, and you manage to just duck under it as it like swings all around and almost 360s as it spins.
This fight thing is pretty easy.
Don't
Last
get cocky,
thing.
apprentice.
I'm
last thing
barely
it
an
does.
apprentice.
Creepy uncle.
You hear from the pipes that run from the big ring across the floor all the way across. You hear like a faint like rumbling in them. Right. Your turn.
I'm going to bring up my wooden hand and cast Frostbite on the construct. So, can you make a con save, please?
Yeah, it can. So we get that 21.
Watch it arse really easily.
Got a 4.
Oh, let's go! Okay.
Only
Here's
time
my-
you can get good hits
I
is
got-
when
I
you
got
make other
Sashi.
people roll.
Sashi, you've given me your DM luck. Curses upon you.
So it's going to take 4 cold damage, and then it's also going to have disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
Okay. It's just been hit by like 2 frost things, so it has like some patches of just frost across it. You can sort of hear like it's like servos or whatever it's got moving it, seizing up a little bit. Like you hear some snapping from the ice as it's trying to stop them moving. Great.
Oh wait, hang on. Can I move away
Oh,
from that?
great. What did you want to do? Move
Can I
away.
move away from
Yes. It will get an attack of opportunity unless you stay within range.
I'm going to take the attack.
Okay,
Ooh,
it does
risky
have
range.
disadvantage because you hit it with the thing. Watch it get 2 nat 20s.
It better not.
Insta kills your character.
The anticipation.
Kidding me.
15,
the
it got
anticipation right now.
16 and a 4. So it's
Okay,
a 4.
so it misses.
It misses. Mhm. It,
Can I go 30 feet towards the opposite door where Sam O'Connor came from?
sure. So you're like pretty near 30 foot that way, and you were there. So right, you're there. You're going 30 foot. That's like you're like sort of near Sam is, sit near where Sam is now. You'd like on same you're aligned to one of the direction planes. Is that it?
Yep.
Ethan,
Me?
your turn.
Well, you actually pointed to me this time. Okay. Okay. I just dodged 2 of its attacks. I'm so glad I didn't take a damaging spell. So I'm gonna try and start circling around, so staying the same distance I'm away. with my 35 feet of movement, I want to try and circle round, so I'm closer to where Sasha's character currently is, but staying at the same distance away from the creature.
Okay. So
Alright.
you're like lined up with Sasha, but you're still just like rotating around it like a circle.
Yeah. And then with the other hand, I shall do the same thing, and the same effect shall happen. I shall fire more fire at it, because that's all I can do at the moment.
Does that hurt your hands? That looks kind of painful.
You know what? Surprisingly, it doesn't. I got a 9, so I miss.
You do miss. It goes just flying up into the ceiling. And just hits a random bit of the metal.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Ian. Your turn.
I'm gonna charge at this thing with my great sword wielded.
Yeah. So you can get with the melee range pretty easily.
Yeah. Alright. And I'm gonna swing at this thing.
Okay. So it's like sort of raised on this platform, and you can like just hop up onto the platform to hit it. Or are you gonna stay below it and then try and wait for its arm to come over and just like hit its arm or something?
Yeah, sure. I'll wait and try and hit its arm because I could use the bit below its cover, kind of.
Okay. Do you hold action to do that, or are you just gonna do it straight away? Like just.
I mean, it depends when the arm's coming.
Okay. I'll say hold action for now. Its arms currently like round the other side, sort of.
Yeah.
As it's facing Grey.
That's all I can do.
Yep.
Really.
I'll pop you. Sorry. Sasha, your character's turn.
How far away is this thing?
55 foot still, I think, because you didn't move. Wait, did you move? No, you
No, I
didn't move.
didn't. I stayed at the box.
Still 55 foot.
Fine. And then I'm going to. Can I dash and still do the thingy? Right. I'm going to just dash up to it and try stand in between its 2 feet.
It doesn't have feet. It's just
Well, at least
it's just from the waist
yeah.
up.
I'll just action dash up straight to it and just sort of like hide under its right armpit or something.
Okay. How much movement do you get with your dash?
60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you can get reasonably close. I don't know if you can get all the way to under its arm, but you can get about up to like just about where Grey is. You can get just a bit past him and round.
What's it made of?
It appears to be made of like a fairly similar substance to the rest of this like building, like
Or
the
like
same brassy,
stonish
bronzy.
metal?
Yeah, like a dull bronzy sort of copper color.
Right. I'm gonna put my hands on my hips and just look up at it. Oh. That is big. Big
Yeah, it's
boy.
quite scary actually.
Have
bit
you
scary
tried
when
hitting
it's-
it?
I can't hit very hard.
Shame.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. I can't do anything on this. Yeah,
Hold
can't do anything.
It's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Alright.
Um.
Okay, how far away is this big lumbering hunk of metal?
About 35 foot.
Why does it have to be 35 feet?
You have 30 foot of movement,
Because
or
I put you
25
down.
foot of movement. Sorry, little one.
I went 25.
Short ass.
Oh, wait. Or I could do that. Okay, is anyone? Can I see anyone else like near to the massive
Big boy.
construct?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
Uh,
right
you
at the
can
base
see-
of it.
Yeah, as you can see, like round your side, maybe. Actually, can you even see that? Because you can't really like look over very well. You might even see like a little glimpse of Sasha's character, and then Sam's like
Still hasn't been described yet.
in the front. Describe yourself now if you like.
Middle of
I don't, I
combat.
don't, I don't, I don't, I I don't think I've even seen you yet, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I on
I'm
the other
gonna-
side from Sam's character then?
Yeah.
Not directly, but kind of.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. Do my full movement close to it, and I'm going to cast frostbite on it. So that means that it's got to make a con save.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it will do that.
because I can't really do much. What I want to do, I need to be right up next to it.
21.
Fuck you. No.
This is like it's one
doesn't-
good
it
roll.
doesn't- It another puny bit of ice comes out my hands. Does nothing. I'm like Elsa. I do jack all. That's
Wow,
how useful I am.
To do absolutely nothing.
On a failed save, the target takes cold damage, has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. On a pass save, it says nothing.
Good,
So
good old
therefore-
cantrip.
Nothing.
What I like. Well,
Novice,
anything else?
when the novice wizard
No.
hits you with a dollar store frost spell.
Okay.
Frost spell.
This thing here is that like sort of like as you try and cast this cantrip, but misses. It turns to face you, Olog.
Come at me, you little bitch.
As it does this, it swings around like the unorthodox sort of way that you'd think it would, and doing so, the arm passes over you. You know, if you're gonna hit it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and hit it. I'll try and like swing it as it comes across, use the momentum to cut the arm off in one epic swing. I mean, that's the goal here, but you know.
Dark Souls backstab.
Yep. Backstab.
Okay,
Roll up behind it.
nat 20, baby.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm gonna shout, Cypria Miajuvat! And swing. And I do 18 damage with my greatsword.
Damn. Yeah,
Fucking hell.
that cuts it like pretty heftily down the arm.
Can I cut its arm off? Because that's what I wanted, but.
It doesn't come off completely, but it's got like a rather large, like,
That would have been
gap
so epic.
or sort of slice mark in it. It's hanging quite loosely.
Okay. Good enough.
And after it like turns around, Olog, it brings its fist down on you. Fingers crossed it brings it down and actually lands this time.
No.
No, not allowed to do that. I'll get squished.
I got 4.
Mate,
I'll
what would I
literally
say to my
go from
boss
that
if
to that.
Olog dies?
Yeah, it like misses again. It just like, slams down, just barely out of reach of you.
No.
And then it does the same maneuver again,
I'm
where
gonna pull
it
out a drink
drags its
coffee in
fist.
combat. So heavily drinking.
And then start smoking.
This time, does a
Yeah.
15 hit you, Olog?
What?
Does a 15 hit you?
Yeah. So what? It's not gonna kill me.
It like rears its fist back, slightly still on the ground, and just like drags it across and sort of backhands you. And you
The
take
dwarf gets flung.
Uh-oh.
It's a good one shot me. Not
nice.
even gonna lie.
Take 4 bludgeoning damage.
That's half my health gone.
Same health as me.
Right. Yeah, this thing is like not looking good after that blow. It's like rattling a little bit. And you hear its arm like creaking a lot. And like under where like the cut is, you see it like bend slightly from the metal not being able to hold up. Right, next in the order, Luke Omaric.
I am once again going to cast Frostbite with my wooden arm. So I may or may not be out of spell slots. Okay. So this is all I can do.
What 2 spell slots does to a motherfucker?
What you use your
Yeah.
spell slots on?
So con save,
Yeah.
please.
Same.
Armor.
Okay. Is this thing only going to be good at con saves? I got 14.
That matches.
Oh, it saves.
So absolutely nothing happens.
We're just pelting it with cantrips, and then Sam just comes along and just kills it.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, Ethan, your turn.
I will once again hit it with a firebolt because I didn't take any level 1 damaging spells.
That's good spray on it.
Oh yeah, I can do that. 18 to hit.
That's it.
Nice. It takes a further 4 fire damage. I'm going for the bits that have been like frosted, so it's such a sudden change in temperature it causes it to snap off.
Yes.
Dies immediately.
You catch a bit, and part of its like shoulder, like one of its shoulder plates sort of things, that just sort of like loosens. You see it, and then it just clonks to the floor, and it like leaves an exposed but a bit of the inside. This thing is like rattling a fair amount now. Like you can hear it working pretty hard just to move itself. Lots of screeching and not so nice sounds. Anything else? Any movements?
I shall position myself so I'm directly behind the person, the undescript Sasha character standing directly in front of it.
Okay.
But that's it. Not like I won't get any closer.
Yeah. Okay. Sam, it's your turn.
Is there any part of it that's close to me still? Or-
It is still facing Olog for the most part. It didn't turn for grey this time, so
Okay. How far away is its arm?
its arm is like around it. How much movement do you have? Like 30 foot?
Yeah.
If you went up on the pedestal, like just like went straight through, right past its chest, you could get to the arm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yes, you like climb up onto this pedestal that it's on. It's about
Can I drop attack its arm? With a great sword leap, just down on it to cut it off.
Plunge attack from Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's about
Moves full damage.
up, so just like it's like a little bit of a lift, but then you can just like run past, and then you're at like the higher part of the arm, like up here, and the
Right.
cut's like about here-ish.
Wait, so can I drop attack the cut on its arm?
Its arm is above you. The thing is tall.
Oh, okay.
It's like
yeah.
it's really
Wait.
high. Like if you're gonna hit it, you're gonna have to swing your sword like right above like that.
Oh, okay, so I can't drop it. Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Jump
Okay, I
6
was
feet
like-
in the air.
This thing is
But I can swing it over my head and I could hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Uh, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, 13 damage.
Yeah, this time when you do it, you do cut its arm, and its arm comes clean off and just plonks to the floor. This thing gashes out from some tubes on its back, just like puffs steam everywhere. The like tubes on the floor, you hear them like rattle pretty violently, and it sort of just not crumbles, but like parts of it just keep falling off, and then eventually its head rolls off. And then its torso is just sort of slunched. That's the end of combat.
Whee!
As this
I
happens,
survived.
The room lights up. The light source you can't tell. It's just sort of there's light suddenly. And you hear another whirring. This is over from the ring. By the ring, you see an inner part of it contract slightly and then lower backwards, and then you see wheels start to turn. And then inside, you see a sort of distorted visage. You're not quite sure what it is. And this wheel just continues to turn. You also hear from back where the box was a pressurized, like, as the air like starts to go into it as the lid slides open. What do you want us to do?
And let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stride over to it as fast as I can.
Inside the box, you see one healing potion and a few assorted pieces of jewelry. If you want to pick those up and add them to your character sheet, just say they weigh like a pound or two. I just call it assorted jewelry. There's no specific name for it.
How do we split this?
It's assorted jewelry. You can split it into 4 assorted jewelries.
Wait, or we could do
I don't-
5, you know?
It's just like a lot of like
I'm not
rings and
looting.
necklaces.
I will take anything from this place that I don't need.
I'll
Go for
take a
it.
bit of bling.
I'll take it.
Oh, we have new people. Where did you come from? And have you
Oh,
seen any
bonjour.
Dragonborn? Huh?
Have I seen who?
Any Dragonborn? Dragon people? Dragonborn?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, wrong.
Well, that's what
isn't
they're
I?
called. That's what
That's
they're
what they're
the
called.
Dragonborn is what
Okay,
they're called.
fuck it. I'm thinking about Skyrim for a second.
Yeah.
I can't be right.
I'm also a greybeard.
You seen any Dragonborn? Looking for one about
Uh,
Yeehai.
I cannot say that I have. I'm sorry. My attention is drawn to this ring on this wall.
Mine's drawn to this jewelry. Don't mind if I do.
Is anything like? Is it just still whirring around?
Yeah. It's got like now because of what's happened, it's got like an inner ring that's like backed up slightly, and it's got like a, weird like illusory sort of weird wobbly visage, and then the outer ring is just spinning.
Sasha, do you want to describe
Is
what
it-
your character looks like?
Oh yeah, good
Probably
point.
should.
Yeah.
Do that, Sasha.
Oh,
And your name if you'd
God.
like. We don't have to.
Nah,
do
no,
that.
that's fine. That's fine. They don't need a name. Sasha's character will do just fine.
You'll find out when
Uh,
I eventually slip.
You will slip eventually.
Standing in front of the chest, rummaging through it for whatever junk he can find, and slipping it into like 2 pockets that he has, is a about 5'9", looking almost naked man, and basically just a cloth going from here to his waist and nothing else. It's quite dirty, and he appears to be made out of like a mixture of greenish bronze and earth as he stands there. And he has
He's
a small-
greenish blonde.
Yeah, he's like a greenish bronze. He's like bronze, but whatever it is.
Like
It's
rusty.
being out-
Oxidized.
Yeah, oxidized.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oxidized
okay.
copper, like bluey green. Yeah.
He's sitting there with a short
Oxidized
sword on his
motherfucker.
belt and digging through the crate. Who gets the health potion? Does anybody want this? I say, waving around the red juice.
No. So, at 12 more.
Give it to me. I need it for research.
I could use it to aid us on our travel.
Well, I
This
got
one's-
kind of smacked in the back of the head. Australian. I got smacked in the back of the head earlier, so I kind of want to give it a tip if you don't mind.
Is he?
And I'm gonna
It was
uncork
not-
it
it
in
was
front
not
of him.
good.
I didn't hear any of
Go
that.
down it, Sasha.
I didn't hear anything anyone said after I started speaking.
Basically, just go ahead.
Up, it goes, and then I just pour all of it down my throat, and then
Okay.
chuck the glass like in a corner.
Yeah, you get 1d4 plus
Stroke
2.
that motherfucker.
1d4 plus.
2.
Bit of a waste.
So you get 3 healing.
Well, at least I'm
Wow.
no longer at like fucking half health.
So,
Can I start kind of drawing this ring on some
Yeah.
parchment? I'm going to
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
sit in the middle of the room and start sketching it.
what
Oh
I
yeah,
wanna-
Luke, when you describe your character, do you describe that you have like tons of stuff like tied to your back?
Oh yeah, I didn't. I've got a shitload of crates on my back right now. Just tied rope. It's kind of like a makeshift backpack, and I have a
Oh,
just a
okay.
shitload of
Yeah.
crates.
Well, like kind of rigging, kind of net.
Yeah, yeah.
Holding it on. Okay.
Oh,
But,
nice.
what are we doing with those jewels there?
I've already grabbed one.
Oh, sure, I'll grab a bit of
I
it.
assume we're splitting into however many pieces of people who want it. And when we try to pull
Right,
it off, we're gonna
give me a piece.
3.
Sure.
Connor, Sam, you want?
I'm not taking
Wait.
anything from here that I don't need.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So if
four.
everyone wants to split it amongst 4, just each mark down that you have assorted jewelry, and when it comes to selling it, if you're doing it evenly, that is.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
try to cheese each other here. Does the tic-tac-toe continue?
No, definitely.
What did you say the weight was? And I've got a quarter of it.
How much is a pound? It's like a bag of. No, it's a kilogram. How heavy is a pound? I'm really shit with pounds.
The coins, they're pretty light.
Not a lot.
No, not
It's half a kilo, pretty much.
half a kilo. Okay.
Pounds, not a kilo.
Mark down that it's like 0.3 pounds, I guess. It's not too heavy.
Why would you do that to my poor,
Okay,
my
1
poor,
pound.
my poor Excel
Round it up.
calculation?
Round it up, it's 1 pound.
Why in Excel, whenever you put 0.25, it changes it to the
Why
0th
using
of
Excel?
January? Because I've got it.
Oh, because it's Excel sucks ass.
So does it appear like there's like a in the middle of this ring? You said there was something going on.
Yeah, it's like an
Magic-y.
image, but it's like moving patterns and stuff constantly, and it's just to the point where it's like distorted. You can't make out what it is.
Can I put my hand into it?
Yeah, sure.
I want to put my hand into it.
Yeah, as you do this, can you roll a strength check?
Sure.
Oh god.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You feel a tug right as you put it through this, but you barely manage to tug it right back out.
You
the
okay over
tug-
there?
You didn't feel anything grab you. You just felt like a general pulling force.
Well, I felt as though I was almost being pulled into the portal, not as though someone had grabbed me per se, but as if I was just
Like a general pulling force, would you
forced
say?
through. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Although, I suppose if any of you attempted this, you might not be able to resist. That was pretty tough.
Just about the room, other than the 2 elevators, are there any other ways into this room?
No.
No, alright.
What that you notice? If you dug a hole straight up and you had like a really good pickaxe or something, maybe.
Or you were not.
Diamond pickaxe. We do have diamonds in the jewelry, I would assume, so we could go.
You might not.
Well, the only way through is forward. And then I'm going to jump in.
Into the ring. Okay.
Head first.
Yeah.
Wait.
You see. Have you not said your name yet?
Absolute
I still call you
madman.
Sash's character.
But I actually forget to do it when I was introducing myself.
I
I'm
can
here.
shout your name as you run
Goodbye.
off.
You see Sasha's
Oh yeah,
character.
my name is Vonk. See you on the other side, and then I head first, dive through.
Oh, his name's Vonk.
Volk.
Yeah,
Vonk.
Vonk.
Oh, Vonk, okay.
You see Vonk. How are you doing this? You like cannonballing into it, or are you just like running in? Yeah, you just see him full leg it, bolt it through, and you don't see him like emerge on the other side of this ring. He's just gone. Whoop. It's just gone.
And I
That's interesting.
I'll get to what happens to
Okay.
you in a bit.
want to shout out from the other side.
I'm
Less if that happens.
Hey, Omeric, are you good? Can we go, or do you wanna? You still throwing?
This is too interesting to leave. I must follow this crazy man. This thing intrigues me so. I'm gonna walk up to it as well and go into it.
As you're walking into it, the second your foot or like your torso, whatever would come first, like gets into it, you just feel like you just get pushed in, or pushed in, pulled in. Nah. But yeah, you see Omeric just disappear. He's like not on the other side or anything.
I
He's
guess.
got tugged through this veil. He's
I see no other way out of here.
Guess
Well,
we're
I
following.
think we should
I
follow.
guess we jump through.
After you two,
Go through.
I insist.
Any
Je
reason?
vais. Au revoir.
gotta build up the nerves to go through, basically.
I see. You wanna go
Give me a
through together?
second. If you don't mind. In fact,
Yeah, sure.
I'll stand up to it and you just like push me in or something.
Okay.
I'll stand in front of it and just start like panically.
Okay, I'll count down from 3, and on go, I'll push you in, alright?
Okay, yeah.
3.
Yep.
2. Okay, and on 1, I push him in.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, you just get pushed in, and you like stumble forwards, and then just his screams cut off before it could fully get to the loudest part, unfortunately. That just leaves the Shrigma male and...
I've already jumped. I've already said I was going to jump in.
Oh shoot, did you? Okay, well we describe that now. You jump in, you like fully actually jumping in.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you just like
I said
jump in the air
and I jumped in.
like, yeah, you just like cannonball, go au revoir, and then you poof.
Poof. Yeah.
And
I'm
he's just
gonna
young.
like
Doesn't even need to tuck his
I'm gonna,
legs
like,
in
kind
to
of-
jump through.
Yeah.
quickly just
I'm gonna break my legs on the
through
other
some
side, but hey.
the kind of pushing force doesn't do too much to me. Like
Yeah.
if I was just to stick a leg out, I wouldn't just yank my leg and
Yeah.
trip me up.
Yeah, you step through pretty sturdily, and time for the awesomeness.
Hello, it's me again. Now, a couple of things to this mid-roll. First of all, you may notice the episodes are a bit shorter than they were last campaign. That's because of all the music in the background. You see, making them nicer to listen to increases file size. Increased file size. We've got limited file size basically on Anchor, which is what we use for, well, what I upload the podcast stuff to, and that does all the podcast network stuff because of things like RSS feeds. Anyway, I'm limited on how long and big they can be, so this is the new length, unfortunately. Next week there won't be another episode because I'm the one who does all the editing and stuff, and I'm not able to edit next week, so no episode for the one person who watches as this is being made. And as always, don't forget to check the description for music and stuff because it's there and it's pretty cool. I mean, listen to it. Wasn't that cool? Anyway, the thing I've wasted enough time. The episode can continue now. Enjoy.
As you go through this, you feel yourself be flung. You can't quite see anything, but you can feel around you. You feel as if you're flying at an incredible pace. And then you feel yourself slow slightly. You've been traveling pretty fast for like quite a while now. And then you start to slow, and you're slowing, and it's pretty gentle now. And then you get to a point where you suddenly feel yourself jolt to a side, and then accelerate forwards again. And then you slow again. And then, first of all, Vonk, you get pushed out. You are thrust onto the floor. And, actually, sorry, I should have opened stuff in advance. My bad.
Just gonna say, Gray is screaming the entire time.
My lord. There we go.
Right.
Yeah, so you come through first of all, and then you're on the floor, and then you start to get to your feet, and then a period of time passes, and then I'm gonna forget this soon. Omeric comes through. Omeric sort of stumbles. You don't quite fall on your feet, but you nearly did. And then comes through Gray, still screaming.
Still screaming.
And then comes Olog. Olog, you land on the floor, but you hit your bum on the floor because you sort of just jumped through, and
Yeah.
you didn't expect quite the force being pushed out.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
And then out steps Yun.
Oh,
Back from whence you came, where you were pushed out of, there's like a sort of blinding light, and you hear a similar noise to what the other ring was doing, where it's like a grrrr, and then it slows, and you hear ka-chunk, and then the light just disappears, and there's just an empty ring behind you. where you are right now is very dark. People with torches, your torches have been extinguished through this.
I'm gonna
I have
take
dark
vision. I'm gonna relight my
Okay.
torch immediately.
I cast light
Okay,
on
so-
his. I cast the light cantrip on his torch as soon as he lights it.
Well, now it's on fire.
That would
and
be
it's got a
useful for
light
me
on
to
it.
have. But
Okay. So this room was quite dark until you lit it up, and you can pick out around you. There are some desks. There are some shelves. There's a lot of like scattered pieces of paper just like everywhere. A lot of torn bits, and like trodden on bits. The room appears quite unkept and messy at the moment. The floor itself and the furniture in this room, they match pretty similarly to what you saw back at the temple you were just in. With the same, mostly made out of the same bronzed materials. Gray. As soon as you are pushed out of this, which I can now refer to as a portal, presumably, you feel a wave of nausea just wash over you. Can you make a con save for me?
Say.
poops
The,
his pants.
Ooh, I'm proficient in these things, and I rolled a 19. 23.
Yeah,
You
Okay.
didn't shit yourself.
For now, you managed to get a grasp of yourself
You have nausea.
and just shake it off for now, because that's how nausea works, right?
Grey
Yeah.
looks quite afraid. More
Yeah,
so than he
it's-
did originally.
This room, the shape of it is like it's kind of like a cylinder. It's not too big. It's nowhere near the scale of the one you were just in. It's more like a Omeric. It's sort of like just slightly larger than your hut, like on the inside. And you can see
Your hut.
a door in front of you that's shut.
This
Can I pick up a book and read it?
There are no books. There are pages.
Stunned. I'm gonna pick up a page, look at the first word, and then immediately rip it before walking towards the door.
Do I recognize any pages?
Recognizes in like you think you've seen them before.
They're similar to a
No.
certain something. Okay.
The pages are. There aren't many like diagrams on them. The majority of it's just like blocks of text, and this text is in a similar character set to what you speak when you speak Common. But obviously the words themselves you don't understand.
This could be pretty bad. Where are we? And can I leave?
Hell.
I knew.
Is there like a door? Sorry, like
We're in Turmeric's house.
There is a door ahead of you.
Turmeric's house.
I'm just gonna open the door and look out, see what is there.
The door opens into a tunnel that heads on for a fair distance. You can't see the end of it because it's not lit at all. I like my non-lit rooms. In this.
Yeah, but I have dark vision.
Oh, dark vision doesn't go forever.
No, it does. You can
It's
instantly
just-
see in the dark if you have dark vision.
It's
mate.
just like a straight tunnel made of the same bronze material with the nice ornate
Lines.
carvings, and it goes in a straight direction.
Hey, Gray.
Hmm?
Could you do me the honors? And I kind of motion my quarterstaff towards him. Could you cast
Is he your pet?
light on this, please?
Yeah, because you've done so much for me. I'm stuck here because of you.
I didn't tell you to come through.
Oh no, but you know, I asked for help, and you say, "Oh yeah, no, sure, I'll help you. Just come with me on this little journey. We're leaving right now, and look where we are. I'm stuck here. I just felt really ill, and now
Be quiet.
you can't tell me what
Ladies,
to do."
You didn't have to come through here. You could have just gone the way we came and left, but you didn't.
Maybe
At
the
this
kindness
point,
in my
like,
heart made me follow you.
Like the damn staff.
I'm gonna bring out a croissant from my backpack and offer it to someone.
Wait, can I cast light?
Croissant?
Okay, does he count as an? Because Does Omeric
No
count
one
as an
eats it. I'm
object?
gonna eat it myself.
Does he count as an object?
No, he counts as a
Okay.
creature
Okay, I can't cast light on
or
you.
It's
a
even
beast or
worse than
person.
a creature.
Fine, hand me the staff.
I hand him the stuff.
I cast light on the staff. I change the color to this like really horrible to look at purple, and I hand it back.
Yeah, this is like an ultraviolet, bright, neon, hideous yellow. Yellow?
I don't react at all.
Purple.
I just accept
Enjoy
it.
your staff.
I'm gonna start walking down the corridor, really fast.
Okay, yeah, you just like speed
Okay.
walk around this. And you keep going and keep going, and this tunnel goes on for a fair bit. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in the room while Vonk's going down this tunnel? Vonk, you see it's a long tunnel, you still can't see the end.
Guess there's nowhere else to go. I would follow, probably not second, but I'd go in the middle.
I'll be. Yeah, I want to be wedged in between for protection. So I'm gonna probably go behind Gray.
How does ritual casting work?
Takes a
Spend
long
10
amount of
minutes to
time.
make a-
Yeah, you add 10
Yeah.
minutes to the casting time.
Okay, never mind.
Is everyone just going down this tunnel?
Only Vonk has right now. Oh, it's Oleg as well.
We.
I'm going down.
I'm gonna try and first fast Olog. And say, listen, I need to go first just in case there's something up ahead. I wouldn't want to.
Oh, oui, mon compagnon, oui.
Feel free to,
Mon ami.
step behind if you want.
Je vais,
what's the bomb,
je vais,
is it?
oui. Other magic maybe down this corridor,
I'm gonna light a torch as well, just so I can see.
I cast light on his
Ooh.
torch as soon as he lights it.
I don't notice.
Wait, is light not? What's the range on light, or is it a touch?
Actually, no. If I actually, as soon as I put it on Luke's staff, it would have ended on Sasha's torch. So I won't do that because I can only do it on one thing. But Sasha's torch is
My
lit
torch
as
is
well.
lit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the light cantrip has the same range as a torch
I think the torch.
anyway.
Yeah, so it's
2020,
pretty
isn't
much
it?
pointless me doing it. I will stick probably pretty close to Olog because he has a knight in shining armor literally protecting him, and I'm scared.
literally. Get a bodyguard, guys.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head forward and with the torch.
Wait, can I use my racial ability to cast detect magic?
What, right where you are?
Huh?
Just right where you are.
It says for 10 minutes you'll know any magic near you.
How does it? Actually, I think I can.
It's 30 feet. I'll detect any magic, and it will outline any. Yeah, there'll be like an aurora around any an aura of any visible creature if it's got bear's magic.
What I can tell you now, that your staff, because I lit your staff with purple light. As soon as it loads, does it tell you the school as well?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Your staff has an evocation aura around it.
Wow. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
You have you overtaken Vonk, or is Vonk still
Yeah.
first? You reach a point at the end of this tunnel after walking for about a minute. There's like these this sort of ladder that's like how do I describe it? Like bent bars, like a submarine ladder. And it just goes right up through this cylindrical hole in the ceiling.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna stow my greatsword on my back once again and just climb up this ladder. I do have a torch in my hand, but I'm assuming I can kind of hold onto a rung
Split
with
your
a torch
teeth.
in my hand as well. I've got a mask on, mate.
Shove it in one of the slits,
Minecraft torch.
and they just look like this and climb up.
I mean, I could probably hold on to a torch with
Why
like
not hold it?
and a rung in one hand.
Put it like under your armpit,
like,
just
it-
coming out the back.
you like go across
Yeah.
the rung, but
And I'm like,
Yeah.
right underneath.
Nonsense.
You
Drop
climb
on
up this
me.
patch and this ladder, and it goes up over like a few meters, about like 10 or so, and then you reach this like a valve shaped sort of thing above your head.
is it literally like a submarine hatch?
Not exactly a submarine hatch, but in terms
But
of
medieval
it
fantasy.
being, yeah, it's like a fantasy submarine hatch. It's shaped differently in terms of its like architectural design, but in terms of what it does,
Yeah.
if you grab it and try and turn it, it's gonna do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it and try and turn it.
Okay,
Usually
yeah,
one
you
hand
hear
on
like
the
a-
ladder, yeah.
you hear like a click. as you
Push
do
it
so.
up.
And you push it up, and this hatch sort of just lifts away overhead.
I imagine my
That-
character's never dealt with anything like that before. So.
He's like, what?
There's a like very bright light that just shines down as you open this, due to there being no natural light down where you were before.
Mhm.
I presume you
Is it
step.
sunlight or?
Seems to be.
Yeah, I'll keep that stuff up.
Is everyone else following behind at this point?
Yeah.
I presume?
In whatever order we were walking,
Yeah.
I would be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be as
you all climb out,
Close
and
to the front as possible.
you appear right now, with this bright light overhead. The sky's like a nice blue, and then above that it's like a nice white. But you don't quite see a sun in the sky. The light just sort of appears to be there, and around you, across the entire landscape that you see, it's made of that same metal that was you found in that temple, and it stretches in these nice ornate lines. Off in the distance to your to the west, to your left from where you're looking, you see a some small buildings off in the distance, but the landscape here is quite barren and it's completely flat.
Oh, this is completely normal.
As you step out, Omeric.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll double check my notes quick.
You
Get struck by
die.
lightning.
Roll a new character.
Yeah, you
Bad
do.
backstory choice, mate.
Everyone dies.
You forgot to mention the
Uh,
fact that you had a heart attack.
Vonk and
I'll give you
Omeric,
another one.
can you both make Constitution saving throws?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my god, another nat one!
16.
Oh. What the fuck?
16.
Why don't you use another way of rolling dice?
I don't have another way.
Look it up on the internet.
Yeah, but this way you can
Luke's got-
trust every roll I do.
Luke's got weighted die, but they just rolled to that one
I
instead of
guarantee
20.
you fucking weighted. That would be funny as shit.
Vonk, what did you get?
Okay, it's not broken.
Is Tasha just frozen for me? Oh no, he's
No,
not. He's just not
I
moving.
said I got 16.
Okay, right. Vonk, you have another like a wave of nausea similar to what Gray had. Obviously, you don't know Gray had that. Wash over you, but you just shake it off. Omeric, you have a horrendous headache right now. It sort of dulls as you've like stepped out into the sunlight, but just in the back of your head, you just have this horrible feeling. It's hard to describe, but it's almost hard to think at times.
Okay.
Well, where have we come out now? What is this? France?
What is a France?
That's what I'm asking. Is this France? Someone mentioned it earlier.
No, I said French. I don't know what France is.
Oh, a fair mistake to make then.
I have no fucking clue what a France is. I know what French. I speak a little bit of French, un petit peu de le français, mais je ne sais pas que la France.
Did power kill France? Why are you trying to
King
kill this?
imbecile. What? No.
So there's just a random ass like manhole over in this barren desert place, and then,
Yeah, it's lined up with one of the patterns. So there's one of the patterns just sort of like it extrudes from it. I don't know quite how to put it. but
So
it
it's like a-
lines up right with this town and this landscape. You can't see anything else across. It just seems barren.
I see. Well, I have no idea.
I'm
guessing
going
we
to
go
put my
the
hands to my
town.
mouth and scream as loud as I can.
The only lead we have is
Rema,
kind of just this
you
town,
hear?
but this
Like
is
as
not what
loud as I
expected to
physically
happen.
can.
This town is like fair distance from you. It's not like it would take ages to walk. It's like a 1 minute walk.
Wait,
It's
what
not
name did
far.
you scream, Sasha?
Grammar.
Grammar.
Tremor. Did I get it
Or
wrong?
Tremor.
No, you got it right. Ethan got it wrong.
Wait, is it
Okay.
G or T at the beginning? Or I was completely wrong.
T.
T.
TR.
TR. Okay. Tremor. Okay.
Making notes about my
When you
backstory.
yell this, your voice just doesn't echo at all. It just goes out. You just don't think about
Oh, I want to try something. Wait, can I move
Owns
like
the world.
can I move at least like 10? Wait, would this work? If I move like a good 10 feet away from someone, yeah, I'm gonna just cast thunderclap. So a massive burst of sound comes out for like 100 feet radius.
Sure.
See if that echoes back.
Yeah, you let out this like.
You want to
thunder-
hear some real noise?
You let out this just thunderous bang, but there's no echo back. It's just like the sound just goes boom, and you don't hear anything back.
I just want to go home. Where on earth are we? Why? Where have we been brought
It's
to?
not Earth.
I don't
We
know.
better not stay here. How about
Well-
we look around the town?
I'd definitely say the town was the best bet here too. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's.
Well,
It
if
was
Tremor
town.
is anywhere, it's in that town. Off we go then.
Investigate the town.
Yeah, start
Lee.
hiking.
Completely.
Yeah, as you approach this town, you notice it's like a small village. It's more of a village as you get closer. There are very few buildings in it, and there are 3 rows of buildings. They are not made of this bronze material. They're pretty similar to the houses you would find in like one of the normal cities back home, but they're all nearly identical, and they're all neatly lined in these 3 rows. And by the middle one, you see a sign, but you're too far to read it currently.
This is just getting weirder and weirder.
I'm gonna go up to the sign and see what it says.
I must say I've never seen this before.
I'd be genuinely
Right.
concerned if you had.
Oui, je vais aussi.
What?
The sign reads. I don't know if you're reading this out loud or in your head, in character. Ian. Okay,
Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah. I guess I'll read it out.
It reads. Actually, I'll send it to you.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
It reads, "Welcome to Sia Village at C-6788432." I have no idea what that last bit means.
Beneath this message, you can see a small, what appears to be a map of this village, like an overhead view. And then beneath it, neatly in a corner, on a small note reads, "Town hall closed until further notice." The map I can send.
Town hall.
Apologies
Can
for
we
it not.
see anyone moving around in this village?
Yeah, you do. You see a few people. Not many. It's nowhere near as busy as what you're most likely used to.
What kind of people?
Just whatever you'd see at home, like you see a human. There's there's an elf on one bit.
Wait, what was
You've only seen
How do you spell the name of the town? Sorry.
Only dragon
I'll
born.
send it to you.
Sieah.
Okay.
Siege.
And
There's no C, so.
Here we go.
yeah, but he's French.
This is what the map looks like.
Frelish,
Actually, I should
actually.
put that in maps. Don't just ignore the drawings of the buildings. That's what I had to use.
Is this campaign gonna be Land of the Lost? Will Ferrell film?
Yeah. No, it's Gulliver's Travels.
Where's Gulliver?
Us.
Oh.
You're him when he's really small.
Traveling.
Instead of being massive, he's just.
Yeah, Luke's him when he's huge, and then you're him when he's small.
The duality of Gulliver.
Wait, what was the number? Sorry, I want to jot it down because I'm
6, 7, 8, 8, 4, 3, 2.
6, 7, 8, 8, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's got to be some meaning to that.
So now what?
Well,
Now we
I mean, the
question
very
the
game
local.
isn't very open anymore, is it now?
No.
Well, now I think I'm going to go ask about my friend at the general store. I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk off towards
Perhaps
the general store direction.
I want to see if
That
they
is
have
based on
a nice warm baguette. In
perhaps
the,
splitting
in
up
the
would
inn.
be a bad idea where we are. Maybe we should all go to the general store.
Maybe they
Oh,
might
no,
have
if you
baguettes
want.
there too.
I follow Olog.
To the baguette store.
It's a general store, but maybe they sell baguettes.
They might.
Anyway,
What's
We
a
move.
baguette?
it's a type of bread roll.
Did I do an equipage? You don't know what the baguette is.
Sure thing. To the general store.
The general store.
Baguette store.
Gets told the town hall is closed. Goes to the general store.
Wow.
It's got a
Feet cam.
it's got like a rectangular sign on the front above the door.
Wow.
It says general store. In common.
Wonder what this could be.
I'm
It
going
might
to
be the
like
police.
push open the door with both my hands, walk straight in, and loudly say, "Have you seen the Dragonborn?"
You're like that.
Just to anyone in the
SpongeBob.
room.
Okay. Yeah, there's a human man behind the counter. And he looks at you slightly strangely.
Well, have you?
I can't say I have. This is the
Oh,
general
no.
store. We sell a variety of goods. Would you like to purchase anything?
Avez-vous un baguette?
I mean, I might purchase something if you know where there is Dragonborn I'm looking for. You do know where it is, yes?
Slaves in the basement.
I do not know what you're talking about.
I don't think he
sorry.
does. Listen,
Ah,
You know
That's
what a
not good.
Dragonborn is, dear shopkeeper?
I mean, I can say yes. I haven't seen one personally before.
mm.
Are you
Shall
lost
we
know-
information, bud?
do you know where we are?
No, I'll buy something.
Shopkeeper, avez-vous les baguettes?
Could you start speaking one at a time, please?
Where?
You have baguette?
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Much more important than knowing where we are.
Really?
I mean, you do know where you are, right? Like, there's a
No.
sign. There's a sign outside. Past.
What does that mean?
Yeah, but we
Village? It's the name of the village. You know what the
we've
name
never
is?
been here before.
What world are we on?
This is
Oh,
not-
like the
where we're
general place we're in.
listen. Have you heard of the place Carter City?
Yeah. Doesn't ring a bell. No. Is it from like which direction is it in from here?
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm trying to discern.
Do you know which gear it's on?
Yeah.
Sorry,
What
did
do
you
you mean by
I-
did
gear?
you say what gear you're on? It's on.
Gear.
Surely you must have seen the one we're on currently. It's on the sign.
What? No.
What do
That's
you
a lot
mean
of
gear?
gears.
6788432. That's the number we're on right now.
But what does that mean?
Not gibberish.
What does it mean?
Those are just numbers.
It's just the number of gear. It's like
Gear?
counting. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a the
Ex-
mechanical
explain-
device.
Explain to me, but what?
I
Why
Are
are
you
they so
saying
sorry,
the
you-
land we're on, and I tap my foot, is a gear?
you lot talk a lot over each other, like far too much. You shouldn't do that.
I think
DM
we've-
advice.
I think we've probably come from a different plane, perhaps entirely different place.
You
Yeah.
folks from the material.
You please tell me you're
Yes.
joking. This is a sick joke, right?
People don't end up here like just by chance, you know. Like you have to have plotted a journey to get here. Like you don't just end up here randomly. It's not a thing that happens.
Well, to explain exactly what happened, we were in the material plane in some kind of temple that resembles the sort of architecture, and there's a lot of this metal that lies around here. In there was some kind of automaton, big thing that tried to kill us. It was next to some kind of portal. When we killed it, the portal opened, we stepped through, come out of this
That-
bunker, and we're here.
No, that doesn't sound like it belongs here. I'd you might want to find a way out of here before you cause any trouble.
Yes,
you need-
if you could help us with that, we would be very grateful.
If there's anything you want to buy, I could maybe give you a discount if it would get you to leave.
There's no light hammers.
You know a way out?
We do not sell
How
weapons here. This is a just
What
general
do you
store. We
sell?
just
What,
we
bread?
sell yeah,
Bread
we
and
do.
cookies.
Yes, we have bread. We
But
have
them gold stats.
it's a
Dull.
rather
Useless.
slate.
And I angrily stalk out the store.
You
Tell us, Mr. Shopkeeper, what's your name?
Barton. No, it's not. That's an accident.
Are these your provisions?
The name's Bariel.
So
Hmm.
we're on a different
Harry.
plane, you say, yes?
Baza.
I mean, it would seem if you've come from the material plane.
Okay.
I don't-
Okay.
I'm having a hard time registering this. We don't get people like you here often, and it never ends up good.
Okay. Is there any rules, anything like that we should stick to, so we, can get out before something bad happens?
I've told you as such. Talking over each other's that's not a good way to go. Stick to your plans. Don't act spontaneously. Act nice. Doing things out of order, out of line. We don't like that. Nobody here likes that. We just like keeping our lives in place, doing the same thing in order.
Okay. Is there anything else nearby, anything like that, or is this it on this gear?
No,
Good
this gear does have a few other things. There, do you know how they work with the central parts? This gear is home to a foundry. I'm not actually quite sure what it's used for now. It changes so often, but it is a very large fortressy type place. I'm sorry, I haven't been there personally. I'm having a hard time describing it.
And this is in the middle of the gear.
Yes, but you can't go there. It's perilous.
Right. Okay.
The ones who keep to the gears, it's their fortress.
Who keeps to the gears?
You haven't run into them.
No.
No. We would quite like not to, by the sounds of your tone of voice.
You haven't done anything out of line. Yeah, have you?
We have just arrived.
You have. Okay.
You okay there?
I think it's best you leave.
How?
Ooh.
How to leave?
Yes.
He points his hand to the door.
I mean, this plane?
I mean, I never wanted to leave. I never thought about how.
Do you know anyone
Um,
who might?
There was a man. He's around here sometimes. He hasn't been around in about a day.
Do you have a name?
Yes. He goes by the name Cornelius, but I haven't seen him today. It's not not likely that he would not show up today. He normally does. It's worrying.
This Cornelius, do you know where he resides?
There.
A bunker, maybe?
The hatch just past her.
Mm,
That's typically where he heads off to. I haven't been there personally.
yeah, that's actually where we came from, I believe.
So you met him.
No, he was not at his residence.
How tall is Cornelius?
About yay high, and he hovers his hand at about like 3.5-ish foot, 4 foot. It's not very high.
Okay, just making sure.
Say, does the name Duor ring a bell?
Not to me, no. I do you need like anything before you go? I'm sorry to sound so rude, but I'm not used to visitors like this. I'm this flustered.
Trust
Sorry.
me, we want to go as much as you want us to go, but we're kind of strapped for Leeds here. Although I'd say Cornelius is probably our best bet, considering I reckon we ended up in his basement of some sort. In the hatch. Perhaps
Right.
he can turn the machine back on and let us back in.
What machine are you talking about?
Well, there appears to be some kind of portal where we came from in his hatch underground, which stopped working as soon as we stepped through. Thus, we
That's-
cannot return.
No. There wouldn't be a portal there. No.
Would
That's,
you like me to show you?
No. I stay here for the day. I don't want to do
Want me to
anything
draw it for
out of
you,
line.
bring you a picture so you don't have to move.
How would you do so?
Well, I would take some paper and draw the portal and then bring it up here.
I'm sorry, I don't find that enough evidence. I can't trust that.
Okay.
I have on the shelves.
I do. Excusez-moi.
Yes.
I do have a question.
Yes, of course.
Avez-vous une toilette?
Pardon?
Where's the shitter?
As he
That
said,
wasn't
all
my
of this interplane traveling, it makes my bowels kind of need to go for numéro 2.
Oh, yes, we have a back house just past the edge of the town.
I'm gonna run to and take a shit.
As he does so in real life.
Camelot. I'm playing
Are you
this
just
true
like-
to my real life person.
Are you just like running out towards it?
You're running out and taking a shit, so I don't
Okay.
shout on the streets.
Hey,
Um,
while playing the nitty gritty.
Yep.
right. Says now that he's got what he's wanted. Are you able to leave the premises? There might be someone else who can help you, but I'm not that man. I don't want to get involved. Unfortunately,
One last thing. You say that you like to stick to what you do every day. Cornelius is the same, I presume?
Speaking
for the
of,
most part, I don't see him too often, but generally, each day he'll visit into the town. At least once. For the period does vary, which is not not usual for most people, but he is generally on routine. He's not. He never like misses it. This is unheard of for him.
Does Cornelius dabble in anything, as far as you understand, magic per se?
No, he's just a normal man, such as I. He's just he prefers to live on his own. Is all
So
I think.
he is human, yes, or as human as you are.
I don't think so. No.
What do you think he is?
I believe the race is referred to as a halfling.
Ah, I see.
See.
Shit.
Very well.
Hmm.
Let us discuss our options outside.
Yeah, since you so desperately want us to go away.
Was there anything else you
Right.
needed before you leave?
Thank you very much for your
I said,
information.
Thank
to
you.
buy, not information.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Very well.
Yeah, step outside.
You see me next to the door, sitting cross-legged on the floor.
Gray starts
Annoying.
pacing back and forth.
How far are you going up the streets? Like back and forth.
No, you just like.
No,
on
I
the
would just be
spot
like
sort of thing.
walking like 5 feet, if that, just back and forth,
Yeah,
based in front of
yeah.
in front of the
Okay.
door, pretty much.
That's good. Olog, you find the shitter. He's on mute.
Yeah, because he actually
Yeah.
went to it in real life.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Wanted a really in detailed description of how he shits.
Yeah, he's come back just for it.
What?
Ah,
What? I just had word shit, and then he. Excuse me.
you find the outhouse.
I'm gonna spend in game. I'm gonna spend 32 minutes in the outhouse. So I'm gonna come back.
We're all
And
gone.
see that everyone's probably gone. Okay, I'll spend 20 minutes in the outhouse. Yeah.
That's quite a long time.
Wait, you said
Yeah.
you're 3 foot, right?
3'4", mate. The extra 4 inches make all that difference. All right.
You might fall in the hole in the toilet.
I just get in the hole.
Horrid.
Worth
What's our plan of action then? Because
Well,
we could either, I don't know, go back to the hatch, wait by it, and see if Cornelius rocks up, or we can have a look around here more and get creeped out by another normal man.
it.
I think the hatch is most likely our best bet. We may also find
Yes, we
hints at our predicament in the various
And we don't
notes.
have to pay for an inn if we sleep there.
yeah, if we didn't really investigate his quarters, there may be some clue there.
I think that might be a good idea.
He's got to come back at some point, unless
Mhm.
well, I get the impression he returns to the material plane.
Likewise.
That might explain his infrequency in visiting here, but so disturbed our shopkeeper friend.
It would make sense for him to return if they all follow this very strict schedule.
Seems like everything here works like clockwork.
Somehow.
Is this really a predicament where we
That's
should
the
be
idea.
making puns?
You gotta lighten the mood some way.
It's quite funny, you know.
No, you're back from the
Well,
toilet.
Oh no, I'm
I'd
not. I'm
say we
speaking
are.
beyond the toilet. I'm projecting my voice.
Olog's astral projection shit.
Yeah, astral projection from the shitter.
Some people only project just their head, some people it's the anus.
Lovely.
What? No.
Alright, I'm guessing we just wait for
How long to finish doing a dump?
shitty movie. Yeah.
20 minutes later.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Let us make an encampment at this fellow's abode.
We going outside of the hatch, or do you want to go down it again?
I say we
down.
go down.
I want to
gonna
alarm
sleep
the
outside.
locals.
I feel
Uh,
more comfortable looking open air.
As
Well, it depends.
you,
He. Oh, sorry, were you DM?
no, you go first. You go first.
Well, he said he goes off in the direction of the hatch, so they may not have seen him actually go down. It's the only thing I would be concerned about. But then, if we are
True.
trying not to stay out of line, sleeping out in the open might be the most out
Yeah.
of line thing we can do.
You're sounding very reasonable, Gray.
Thank you.
Perhaps we could make encampment in his bunker, and someone could keep watch at the hatch for him.
That sounds like Vonk already offered
We
to do
could
that.
we could jump him with a sack over his head.
That's
I
not
do not want to make an
What?
aggressive turn on this man. He is here to help us.
He could be our only way out.
Exactly.
We want to put a sack over his head.
We will
Perhaps-
not
Not unless it comes to that.
over his head.
First comes
It
to
shouldn't
first.
have also said the word sack.
You just take small bits of wood, clap them around the back of the head, and you've got a nice way of storing people for a little bit. Anyway, I'll sleep out here and keep an eye out for them.
Very well.
If anyone cares to join me so I don't get jumped by wolves, I wouldn't mind. If there are wolves in this
right.
area.
Je ne
So
pense-
as you
je ne pense pas.
guys set off for the hatch, leaving the town, Gray, you're near the back of the group, and from the corner of your eye, I just need to check the direction it is on the map. Which eye? That's the wrong map. That's not a map. My bad. Here's the map. That's not the label map. I'm really sorry.
No.
Here's the label
How
map.
fucking
Right.
dare you.
Yeah, I know, right? Out of the corner of your right eye, you see a figure. You can't quite make out what they are. They've got like a black hood up covering their face completely. But they have a hand, and they're going from behind the building next to the general store.
How tall do they look?
About 3.5 to 4 foot.
Hey, I'll slap whoever's directly in front of me.
As you start doing this, the hand starts, the figure starts going.
I stop just before I slap them. Never mind. I will slowly start walking towards them.
Okay. They, as you get closer, they sort of step back so that they're around the back of this building. And you're just going down this.
That isn't
It's not,
dodgy. I
it's not
don't
really an
know how
alleyway,
it goes.
but there's part between these two buildings.
So have the others seen me walk off, or have they continued walking?
Do you think you would have wanted?
If they
tried to
started
get one
going,
to
if they
volley
started
after
going
that?
like that,
Yeah, would you have tried to do it on your own,
uh,
or would you have still gone with having somebody? It's up to you.
I would have started going. I probably would have just started walking because I mean I made a bunch of noise, and then if they start coming towards me, I would have gestured for them to wait.
Okay.
I was probably just still walking in the. I was probably in the front just because that's what my character wants to do, and then I probably wouldn't have turned back to notice you, so I'd probably still be walking.
I would take notice and start walking towards you.
I just
so what's the mark?
stay a bit back.
I look at you slightly confused.
I don't know. I have nothing
okay,
to explain it.
I can't just shrug it and then walk with the rest of the group.
So is this just Gray and Yun? Or is it just Gray?
I think it's
No,
just
I'm
me.
not. I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm just.
Oh, you went with the other party. Sorry,
I'm continuing to walk.
I misheard. Right. So Gray, you turn
I'll
this
just
corner
peek
and you
around
see
the
this.
corner.
You see this figure here. He notices you peek around the corner. As you do, he pulls out, like he reaches into his cloak. This is like covering him completely. You can't really see his like face. You can't see anything. So it's kind of like a blanket or something. He pulls out something. It's like a small rectangular box. With you can't see what's on it from your position. On the top of it, it appears to be what you would know as a whisk. Like a kitchen utensil, just like on the top of it. And it is whirring very rapidly right now as the man is holding it, almost pointing it at you.
You okay there, friend?
Why are you here?
Honestly, I don't really know. Can I? Who are you?
My name is Cornelius. I can be of aid to you, but you must tell me first. Why are you here?
You see, it's a really long and quite confusing story. I followed this tall blue guy into this temple. There was a big, like a robotic kind of thing. One arm, got up real angry, tried to hit me, and I dodged it expertly. And there was this big like disc thing. Everyone started walking in it. I went in it. It was horrible. Hated the experience. And now we're here.
Right. Okay. Have you met any of the locals? Have you you haven't made like any contact with anyone? You haven't.
We spoke to the kind gentleman, Bariel.
Right. That's good. That's not good. Okay. You see him reach under like his cloak, sort of, and it sort of looks like he's stroking his chin, but his hands like sort of in the darkness. Sorry, I'm panicking a lot. This is not good for me to panic. Not for you to be. Your party, your friends, they aren't like you, are they?
What do you mean by
they
like
like
me?
The locals? Oh, like
From the material plane.
Oh shit. Right, that's bad as well.
Can I ask what you're doing here? You know, just quick. You're asking me questions. I asked you one.
Me explaining out here is not a good idea. I don't want anyone overhearing. I've got a place I can take you. Bit weird to suggest, I know, but if you'll trust me, I can explain some things. He presses some buttons and the machine stops whirring and he slides it shakily back into his robes. Right. Okay. Yes, we must leave at once. Make sure nobody. Make sure you don't interact with these people again. We don't want to attract more ruckus, more noise before anyone gets here. Right, that was me. Okay, let's go.
What about the people I'm with?
They can come. Yes, they can come. The more out of the way they are, the better.
Well, they're like walking off right now, so we might want to go get them quick.
Oh, good. That's bad. Yes, let's do that.
Okay. You okay, friend? I think I get where you're coming from. Nerves and all of that.
Yes.
Breathe in, breathe in.
Yes.
Breathe out.
You're giving him an anxiety
There we go.
lesson.
Keep doing that.
It's how to cope with your terrible social anxiety.
Breathe in.
Okay, when we leave the town, follow me as I leave. Do not stray from the path. Keep it a straight line. Keep your breathing focused, just as you've told me.
Okay.
Do nothing erratic. Do not look at the locals. Do not talk to them. I do not want any more chaos. And he starts walking.
No chaos. Yes, cool. I'm great at that.
He starts walking back out where you came from onto the path. And points ahead. Is that them over there?
Yes, the group of very obscure people, weird and random people walking over there.
Okay.
Wait, who's walking over there? What?
Yeah, they
I don't know.
This man and Gray, you see sort of on the approach towards you guys.
What? Have you picked up a homeless man from somewhere? Who is that?
Not.
According to himself, this is Cornelius. See, it
Oh,
wasn't
is
that hard.
it?
I
Isn't
found
that
him.
the one we were looking for?
Yes.
Yeah,
Aren't I a big
You were
help?
looking for me. That's great.
It's Cornelius.
Did you tell the locals, like, do they now think that you're looking for me?
Yes.
Oh yes, we had a nice chat with
Bariel
some of
does.
them. They don't sell any light hammers. You know where I can get a pair?
Not the time.
Is that
And-
seriously?
And aussi,
Oh my-
il n'y a pas de
I'm
le
sorry.
baguette.
I should be much more what's the word? Accepting of you. It's not often I meet people like you, and you're not. It's your behaviors. You're not. Well, I mean, obviously, you know you're not from here. You want to leave. I want you to leave. Everyone wants you to leave. You shouldn't be here. I'm gonna help you with that. You need to.
Have you seen a Dragonborn through here?
Shut up! Silence, please.
Oh, I need to find this out.
A dragonborn. I might have. I've seen a troll figure, but not now. We need to get to my place first.
Yes,
I do not want to go back to your place.
You don't want to.
No, don't.
You will be
Leave
dead
it.
in a
Come on,
matter
let's
of
go.
less than a day.
What? From
Come
what?
I'm duty bound
They-
to keep you alive. You are not staying here.
He pulls out the machine again. You guys haven't seen it. It's the kitchen whisk kind of thing. And he presses it. He points it at you, Yun, and it's only very slowly turning. And he goes back and points it at Grey, and when it goes to Grey, it's just like fucking off the rails, going like. And he like waves it around the party, and then it just has various levels of how fast it spins.
It's a measure of how special and powerful you are. He talked about himself.
But the slower it
That's a way
spins,
of-
the stronger
it.
you are.
I assume
It's-
slower means it's better then.
I could yes, that. Well, not
bother.
necessarily from where you're from, but in terms of from here, it's more like how fucked you are. Obviously you.
Please let me go home.
NPC.
Yes. This is bad. Okay, let's go. And he starts walking off in a unspecified direction.
I'm just gonna follow him.
I guess I have to follow Yun.
I hurriedly followed him.
I'll
The
follow
walk is
along.
a fair distance. You might not have seen it on the horizon. It should only be about an hour. But presuming you come from the material plane, you must be used to a distance like that, right?
Of
Very
course.
Wait.
Oh, it's just a small hike. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I've done it.
How
once or
did
twice.
you actually arrive here? I heard Gray's story of the I don't want to repeat it, but
Very
not
good
as
story.
Jumped through a
goodness
hole.
by the sounds of it. You
Yeah.
came through a what? A hole?
A hole. Yes.
I did not
Portal.
realize it was a
Portal.
portal until I fell through it.
The
Do not
portals.
talk over each other. It's not good when we're not in a safe place.
We came through a portal of sorts in a bunker underground. In a kind of.
Oh, so you've... Okay, that's good. And sort of good. Were there people there?
No.
Oh, good. That used to be my abode. I'm currently staying at my second abode, which has not been used for a fair amount of time. Yesterday, I had some people come through. People, who did not like the sort of likes of me. They messed the place up. I had to leave pretty promptly. Is that,
Explain the mess.
Oh, I shouldn't explain here. I might have said too much. We need to go. And he quickens his pace and
Follow him.
continues heading in the direction. Does anyone have anything they want to bring up and such as you are traveling?
So the landscape's like deserty, is it? Like flatlands.
Yeah, you could describe it as deserty, except the floor is like man-made bronze almost. It's all of it is like intricately carved in like the same patterns, these very rigid patterns that you saw back at the temple. The entire floor, and it's a very long stretch of floor.
Do I see any wildlife?
No.
Fuck.
Man,
Unfortunately not.
as a player, I know who we are.
Is there anything else anyone wants to bring up? Well, in
No.
character or out of... Okay.
I would quickly try and catch. Actually, no, I'd wait until we get to his house for dinner, based on what he said.
You come up upon a building, It is sort of like a hut. It's octagonal. It's like an octagonal prism. It's fairly wide, not so tall. It's about 6 foot tall. Sorry, I'm Rick. And there is a nice door on the front and some steps leading up to the door. There's only about 3 steps. It's not very high up. Right, we're here. This is my current laboratory that I'm using. You have it in case of emergencies, like now. Please enter, and I can explain. Some. A little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
Very
hold on.
well.
I go straight up and try to open the door.
Okay. Right. This house is made of. Did I say what it was made of or not?
I don't think so.
Okay. This house is made of a similar thing to the houses back there. It's like a maybe like a cementy sort of brick. It's like a grey. It's rather dull, a bit cracked. But it's in this nice even shape. Inside, similarly to the other place you had visited, there are shelves. There are counters. There's like one counter. There's some tables, about 2. It's a lot. It looks a lot less used, but it looks a lot more aged than the other one. There are on some of the desks there are some neatly stacked piles of paper. Like you can't see a single page out of line. On one of the shelves, there's some books, all neatly stacked, all perfectly upright. No holes in the lineup. And you notice that they're all ordered alphabetically. At the edge opposite from where you've entered, there's like a small cord of it cut off with a door next to it, which seems to lead to like another small room. Once you enter this place and shut the door, the man takes off his cloak, and he appears to be a halfling. Good to guess.
Wow.
His
Surprise.
haircut. He has grey hair. And it's slightly like frazzled almost. There's a bit of length to it. But like in terms of it being frazzled, it seems almost styled in a way that it's just perfectly symmetrical. He's wearing like pretty typical robes, and like an undershirt with it. There's nothing too noticeable about his appearance. Right. What would you like to know first? Actually, no. Sorry. I should have had a plan for this. Where you came from? That place?
Oui.
Did you like notice anything there that was of note, or is it just left alone?
There was this there's this big construct, like a robot thing, you know.
Was a
Before
broken
the
up
portals.
Down the hatch, there was a construct.
No, before the hatch.
Oh.
Sorry, before the
Jesus.
hatch.
Okay,
That's my
you have
bad.
to be specific with these things. You can't.
So that's
Yes,
that's
I
my
understand.
bad. Oui.
I don't need to know about that place for now. I need to know what you're doing. What would you like to know? I'll trade information.
How can we get out of here?
Okay. There is a fortress in the middle of this gear. It's very well secured, but it's the only way out. Generally, there's a portal in which the Modrons, they use it. Have you met the Modrons yet?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
No.
good.
No.
You don't want
they
to.
sound like fun people.
Yes. I mean, I'll have to explain in a bit because you'll be meeting them inevitably. There's no way you'll avoid them. No. But this fortress, it has a portal, one similar to the one you must have seen back at the hatch. The people there, the Bodgerons, I don't know if they're people. That's a bad way of putting it, but they sometimes take prisoners, and they come through that portal. So my portal, it redirects people from there to my one, and generally I can help them out. But normally it's one person, and normally it doesn't happen ever. I think I've had it about once. And then yesterday I had a massive group of people come through, and then now I've got two people coming through, and this is not orthodox. This should not happen.
A big group of people, you say?
Yes. How many? I don't know. I got caught up in this, trying to escape. I grabbed
What
what I
kinds
could.
of people?
They were robed. They had masks. The robes, they were a purple color, if that helps. They had sort of maroon bottoms.
Any of them are dragonborn?
Dragonborn. I didn't see a dragonborn.
Obsessed.
I'm
Damn you.
sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't see.
I'll find this side quest somewhere.
I have a slightly different related question. What does that box do or look for? The
Which box?
spinny thing. The thing
Which
you pointed
box?
at us and it spun.
Oh, this. He pulls it out. You've travelled here, so you must know what this place is. Yes,
I have absolutely no idea.
No.
this is not to be a joke. This is the plane of law, neutral law at that. People who don't fit in generally aren't accepted. Those who are accepted live pretty peaceful lives, like the folks back at the village, but they don't like being interrupted. Nobody does. I fit in well enough that I haven't come under any pressure from the local authorities, to say. But people who act spontaneously, they don't last very long here. No, not at all. The people, I keep saying people, they aren't. They're more constructs. They keep this plane intact. They maintain these gears. They tend to execute those who don't fit in. Yes,
Oui.
you can see why I'm worried to be associated with you, because my life's work is mostly here, and if they came along,
spinning a
and-
lot when it pointed at me. That's bad? Yes.
That's very bad. That's more like if you interact with the local townsfolk, they'll come a marching, and you'll be not good. That's why we had to get you out of there. That's why.
But they haven't met the likes of me yet. Oui.
He points at
And what
you.
will you do, short stuff? Punch them in their knees.
Are you talking to me or to Cornelius?
I'm talking to Connor.
Especially in the ballsack.
Sorry.
Even
Well,
though
I
they may
don't-
not have one, doesn't matter.
Anyway,
That
Sorry. He pulls it out and he points it at Olog. Sorry. No, it's loading. And Olog, it spins faster than it did for Yun. But it's still spinning. It's not like it's completely stopped.
Nice.
Yes, you are less. They haven't met the likes of you, no. They are less likely to kill you on the spot, but considering the way you act, if you keep it up, they might. So, no, don't step out of line. We'll all be fine. Stick with me.
Oui.
Maybe not stick too close to me. I don't want to be seen with you. No offense. We'll get through this.
Do you mind if I take offense to that?
That
I think
wasn't
it's
direct.
only fair.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind. Sorry.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it common for this realm to have sudden waves of nausea, very extreme headaches?
Yes. In fact, I mean, I'm expecting you all to be currently spinning right now and just nearly collapsing. Surprised that you haven't. Oh, wait. Have you experienced nausea?
Yes.
I haven't.
I shoved
No.
it off though, because I'm
Oh.
just so strong.
Okay.
He's currently eating at my mind right now.
I can. Oh, that's not good. I better hurry. Okay. He rushes back to one of his counters, to like behind the counter, and there's like a bunch of cupboards, and he's like swinging them open, and you just see like random bits of like just metal and things neatly stacked up. He like closes it. He'll go to another one, and there'll just be like some random contraption doohickey, rather neatly made. Just closes it, and then he opens another one. And says, "Oh yes, here it is." He pulls down a small box. Right. I have these. These were mostly for me because I'm a researcher. I study this plane. I know quite a bit about it. And generally magic doesn't work here quite as you'd want to expect all the time, no matter the person. So I do not need it for my mental side. I do need it for my magic. So I hold on to these, but now seems like an adequate use of them. And he hands you each one of these sort of pendants. It's got like a very nicely made chain. It's made of this same bronze material that you're probably getting sick of. And on the end of it is like this very intricately carved gear with a small gem in the middle of it. Put this on, it should cure you soon, hopefully. It won't last forever, how? Yes, he is. Even Yin and Olog.
Oui.
Okay.
I'll put it on straight away then.
I'll put it on.
When you put it on, you feel that the nausea that was eating away at you stops sort of like constantly trying to attack your head.
Okay.
So you're still like a bit weary, but it's like you're recovering, you know? So you're feeling significantly better. Same for... I'm probably not lined up properly for you, am I? Volk and Gray. Right, yes, sorry, these are very valuable. Don't go selling them while you're here. They don't last forever either. I just do not lose these. You want to keep hold of these. If you lose this while on this plane, who knows what will happen? It won't be good, but I should be with you when we leave. I'm going to get you out of here. I do not want you causing a ruckus on this gear. We do not want reinforcements. That would be terrible.
Do we have to go to this fortress to leave?
Well, I have my where you came from. But ever since those ruffians came through, it's been not working. I managed to get back there once, but I had to leave rather quickly. I could get it to work.
Je suis d'accord.
But the matter of time it will take me to get it to work could be from weeks or months. And by that time, as I've given you these... Yes, the necklaces would have worn off. They don't last forever. They are... the gem inside, that's the key part that's keeping you safe. It's like a shield from the outside. It lets you stay as you were on the material plane, in this plane. Right. This fortress, I know a fair amount about it. As for getting in with so many people, I've only done it once with that person I'd mentioned before. The layout, it's probably changed. But as long as we do it stealthily, don't cause any ruckus. Even if we do get caught, as long as you act in order, there's a very slim chance you'll make it out alive. But we're not going to get caught. No. We're planning to succeed.
Very well.
Does anyone have anything of use for infiltrations and such?
I have these darts.
They might come in useful. The inhabitants there, they aren't the most powerful, but in terms of numbers, they are incredibly overwhelming. If we alert even so much as one of them, they will all come crawling into wherever we are and say goodbye.
Au revoir.
I'm willing to help you, though. I need to plan some stuff. If you would like to stay here the night, be my guest. I do not have any spare beds, unfortunately. But you being here in the first place, I'd hope you'd
That's
brought something with you.
Why are you so willing to help us?
If I get you out of here without you creating a ruckus, any chaos, they wouldn't have noticed, or at least they wouldn't notice much. If they do notice you, they will send reinforcements as such, and the level of enforcement on this gear will drastically increase, and that would make the townsfolk's lives not good at all. It would make my life annoying because my main research section is on this gear. If I leave this gear, I will lose my main way of transporting. This is my home, per se, and I would like to keep it how it was before all this chaos.
How are we
All we
speak of all of this information in your house, but not outside?
Over by the town, the same people I've done it again. The same constructs that roam it. They roam the town. Sometimes they've roamed the fortress. They've roamed the entire gear. But my house, I have not quite 100%, but mostly memorized their patrol routes. And my house is the least likely route they tend to go.
Okay.
This house, at least. The hatch itself is often left alone because it's considered part of the decor by them, I believe.
Very well, I'm satisfied.
I'll get to preparations and planning. If you need to rest, I presume you're fairly weary. You can go ahead.
Shall I take you up on that offer?
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
18.
Yo, what?
18, mate, fucking 12.
9.
Get on my
13.
level.
13. We'll never know what Sasha's is.
Sasha, hello.
Hi.
What's your passive perception?
12.
So,
No.
you hear from this other room on the other side where the door is. You hear a thud, and then some clattering, as if a bunch of stuff has just like fallen on the ground. Like you hear a bunch of like ringing metal and stuff.
Cornelius has had a stroke.
Cornelius isn't back there. Cornelius is still with you by the counters, writing some stuff.
And what was that?
Yeah, so Cornelius is like still writing stuff down. He just doesn't react to it.
Got to explain the noise, little man.
What noise?
Perhaps it was a rat escaping from a cage.
There aren't. Well, I mean, if there are rats here, they're most likely dead. That's speaking for the plane as a whole.
There was a noise.
That was
Yeah,
a noise.
something's broken back there.
Something's
I'll go
broken.
take a look, and then I'm gonna go towards
could
the
it
sound of the
maybe-
noise.
Be that
the-
we just heard this noise and it didn't actually exist.
You didn't actually hear it. Sam, your character. I think
okay.
you might have been the only one because your passive's really low.
Oh,
But you would heard the
lovely.
others talking about it.
Yeah.
It came from behind the door. Like there's like another room. It's like cut off from a part of the octagon opposite you, and there's a door that's closed to it.
I'll open the door and go through and take a look.
Yeah, sure. The door has no handle, but if you push on it, it doesn't budge. I wouldn't go back there. No, sorry. You're not authorized. That's very my most valuable research.
It didn't budge when I pushed it. Can I try to like slide it to the left or right?
I don't think he wants you poking around his personal business.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you try and like wave your fingers, but your fingers sort of just rub along. It's like it's not. That's not how it works. It's a normal door. It's locked.
Look, we all have our secrets. This man is giving us his help. Let him be. Let him keep his secrets.
I promise you, it's nothing. It's nothing bad. It's
Mm,
just if you didn't see it, which would be better. I've probably made that worse.
Yes. Yeah, it
Please
sounds
ignore
like you're
what I just
keeping
said.
like maybe kids or something back there.
No, that's not. Most of the
You
people
sure?
here on this plane tend to be adults. People.
Apart from the
Is
ones
that
in your
'cause you're
basement.
Is that because you're
Um,
kidnapping all the kids?
No,
I don't
not
think
at all.
this man is offering us help. I don't think jumping to such extremes is.
Yes.
That's another
never
thing.
know.
Don't jump to extremes.
You
If
don't
you
have a
can.
right to question this man. He's helping.
At least avoid it verbally. Even with your fancy little pendants now, they can still hear you. They can still sense you. If they find you, as I've said before, we're just going to have that.
We're going to be killed. Yeah, I'll be executed.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell you.
Good to know.
Wait, do you actually say that in character?
No.
A Frenchman loses his accent and just says, "I can smell."
It's all a guys.
Smell you.
He just goes back to grabbing like a sheet of paper off one of the stacks, just writing stuff down rather orderly, and then he'll search a specific cabinet, get something. He's just going around doing looks like he's planning.
Right.
I
I'm gonna go sit in the corner and try to go to sleep, I guess.
guess we'll just set up here,
Yeah.
Indeed.
and I'll start.
Do you have
unpacking
do you have
Yeah.
food of your own?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
Okay,
some
that's good.
rations.
Okay, very good, very good.
I'm gonna pull out an
Wait,
apple and start chewing on it.
How many days?
Nowhere.
How many days did it take to get to where we originally went to, Corin? Connor and I.
Oh, the capital.
We had 2 weeks.
From there to where we went to. Yeah, no,
From
but
the
I
capital
think
to the temple.
yeah, how long did that
4
take?
5 days.
That took you 5 days.
5 days, yeah. We got
Oh yeah,
It was
'cause
3
I-
days to get to the. It was 3 days to get to the mountain, and then 2 days to get.
Me and
back.
Luke was it
Yeah.
3 or 4? Me and Luke.
Yours was.
You guys
3.
didn't live in the mountain.
You guys-
Shame.
3
guys-
days.
You guys. It was like between 3 and 2 days. It was just over 2 days, I think.
Okay.
It was significantly shorter. Yes, actually, yours was 8 hours.
That's brilliant. Right, I'm just gonna.
The rations weigh 1 or 2 pounds.
2.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Well, I'll eat one now, I guess.
Starved to death. Right. If you're all long resting, Connor's gone, but I can say you will level up to level 2. So you do that over this long rest. You're not shit useless.